Welcome everybody to the Frito and Willie show. I'm your host, Frito Marcelin, and we always got your other host, repping Willie Mac Trill in the building.
I'm humbly in the house today. Humbly. Georgia versus Florida today. So rocking, but I'm also representing for Georgia with the Outcast Clothing Company shirt.
Yo,
Yes.
I remember having one of their shirts from their clothing line, and I can't find that T-shirt for the love of God, really.
You know, it brings us back to just a simpler time in our lives. Did I ever take you to Walter's Express in Atlanta?
No, I don't think you ever did, man.
Oh, okay. Just if you're not familiar with Walter's Express, ladies and gentlemen, Walter's Express is a clothing store in the Midtown Atlanta area, not far from Georgia State and across the street from Underground Atlanta, actually. And man, those were great times. In fact, if it's okay for you, I'm going to substitute the song I'm listening to this flashback moment. Okay?
Go ahead. Do your thing, boy.
So today's flashback moment is growing up in the Georgia area in that 98. And then, Frito and I lived in Atlanta. He still lives there, but I lived in Atlanta from 2005 to 2006. So that 8-year period of like 96, 97, 98, all the way down to 2005, 2006, that 10-year period, Walter's Express was a staple if you were into that era of hip hop fashion. So this is how Walter's Express was. Like, it's not a huge store, not a department store, like just a very small clothing store. And it's where you would go get Dope Boy Fresh. It was, yes, if you wanted to get Dope Boy Fresh, Walter's was stop number one. You would go into Walter's, and this is what would happen. You go to a regular clothing store, you go in, you walk, you peruse, you know what I mean? You see, what's going on. You may look at prices, you may make a cost-benefit analysis of what you're going to purchase based on your budget, based on the event you're looking to attend, regular clothing shopping decisions. You do not make those type of decisions when you used to enter Walter's Express. You'd walk into Walter's, and a young gentleman or young lady, but most times a young gentleman for me, would approach you. And this is the question he would ask. Hey, what up, cuz? How much money you got? It's intimidating the first time it happens. Because it's like, first of all, it's not like these people are wearing Walter's Express on their shirt. You're like, why does young dude just ask me how much money I have? So the first time it's like, what's going on? And you need someone to bring you. My cousin Josh, he was the person who introduced the Walter's experience to me. So you walk in, the guy goes, man, what you want? How much you got? So I'm looking at my cousin like, no, just straight up tell him. I got like $65. All right, man, what you trying to do? I'm looking at my cousin. He like, hey, man, we going to a homecoming game. Oh, all right, true. What color you trying to do? What type of shoes you got? And my cousin's like, oh man, he just got the Jordan 13s, all black. Oh, you got the black J's? Cool. With the red, the red, the red secondary color. All right, man, I already got you. He then takes you to, like a lot of things are hanging up, but they're hanging up in front of boxes. So if you pull back the shirt that's hanging up, and then there's a box full of those shirts or whatnot. And the young dude literally pulled out a red Pele t-shirt. Boom. Looks at me and goes, your jeans straight? Well, I got you, dog. Pulls out Pele jeans, flips it over. He like, you said you only got 65, you got 75? I'm like, yeah, I got $10 straight, so I'm gonna get you that hat. Then he goes around the corner and pulls out the fresh Cincinnati Reds fitted. I mean, you look like about a 7.25. Like, yeah, all right, cool. Boom, you're done. You get your shirt, you get your jeans, and you get the matching cap.
This is beautiful.
It was a beautiful situation. And like that's where that's where I bought all of my Outcast clothing. All my Outcast clothing came from Walters Express. Like most of the stuff I was rocking, the Pele Pele, the Aniche, the Mecca. Like I was going to Walters Express, and it was all about a budget. Like you might see somebody come in and be like, only got $25, so he's not gonna take you with the Pele Pele. To be honest with you, he's not. He's gonna be like, oh, you got 25. What you trying to do? He's like, man, I just want to look fresh tonight, man. All right, cool. Then he takes you to the budget area, where you get, obviously like the local designers or whatever, and they still gonna get you together for whatever budget you have. It was like literally, is the term personal shopping?
Your personal stylist.
Yeah, like it was like going in that. Now for the ballers though, I gotta understand, like this is where like the Wall Street Express is featuring the Jeezy video. Right. Tip used to talk about them. Now when you were in the vicinity of when the ballers would come in, because there also is a shoe situation in the back. I was there one time when Little Scrappy was in there. Real talk.
What? Yo, how was that?
It was crazy because he walks in, it's just a different situation. It wasn't peak Scrappy, but it might have been it was like 2006. It was, so he walks.
He's still popping. He was still
popping. Yeah, he was still popping. So he comes in and it was like, we were on an off day too. Like my cousin and I were on an off day. It might have been a weekday. I think I may have just had that day off or whatever. So we went in there because like no one was gonna be in there, so we were gonna get some good deals, and that's when Scrappy was in there. And I don't remember him. I saw him just for a second because I didn't want to be that guy. You know what I mean? But I think he must have had the people already knowing what he wanted, because he came in, they just gave him bags, and like he just paid for it. So he probably has a style, and they like the personal shoppers. They probably were just like, oh, we know what Scrappy wants.
Okay.
Yeah, but the shoes were crazy. Like that's when you would get a lot of those crazy combination of Jordans, and some of the limited edition colors, but also like this is where you get the fresh Filas. Like where are cats getting those Filas? Because like you're not seeing those in Macy's or whatnot, or even that Finish Line. And so it was just a really great time to be alive. Like, and I'm talking about women too. Like my sister would be in Walters, and it'd be like the same situation. And, a young lady may walk up to my sister, be like, what you trying to do, shawty? And it'd be like, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to stunt, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to stunt, me and my girls hanging out, birthday party. And it was just like, you trying to stunt with a dress on? You trying to stunt with the jeans on? What type of shoes you gonna have with this? And like, you literally have somebody just totally get you top to down. Lovely. And it was just like, and these were young cats. So they represented the style. Like, you walk, like these aren't cats coming in like you're not walking in and they got on some wrinkled up shirt or whatever. No, sometimes you would look at them and be like, hey, where's the shirt that you have on? You know what I mean? Yeah, man. But super urban, dog. Like super urban, like I said, like the Pele Pele, the Outcast, the Filas, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, like a lot of times they would have like brands that you just never heard of, and it's just like maybe some cat could come in and be like, I'm designing clothes, and I'm gonna drop off a box with you, and so like you would see like local stuff that was just like that you never saw in another store ever. But man, I mean, those were just incredible times. Like you'd have to come to Walters fresh too. That's another weird thing. Like if you came in fresh, I always got great customer service, but I started to go so often that you would come in and a dude would just be like, I got you, dog.
Wow.
I got you, cuz.
Wow.
Because they knew they decided to close okay, I got you. What you trying? I got you, dog. And like some people had their person, like they would walk in and be like, you know what I'm saying? Hey, Fred working today? Nah, man, when Fred coming in? Cause like they're so used to going, like they knew that their particular person had their style together.
What?
But it was great, man. Like it was great. Like and look, I don't know where the clothes came from. The owner, rest in peace. I remember he made a joke to me one day. I walked in there because my cousin Josh would go like all the time. So he when he saw Josh, he would be like, "What's up, big boy? What's up? What's up?" I never forget. Like he walked in, he's like, "Hey, I just got some." I'm not gonna say the brand, but he was like, "Hey, I just got a new box of the blankety blank," and Josh is like, "In 4X, 5X, yeah, man, let's go." You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Good times, bro. Good times.
Oh
Turned over to you.
man.
That was an unexpected tangent we went on, man. But yeah, man.
Yo, it's all good,
Walk.
man. I love it.
We're gonna go next time I'm in Atlanta. We're gonna go. I know we're
Okay.
gonna be the old people in the store, but maybe you get a fresh pair of kicks or a cap. But we're gonna go field trip to Walters Express. I took Eric. I did take the legendary Eric Fisher with me.
Okay.
And,
Eric is a buddy of ours from college.
Our boy Eric, he is the two freshest people in my circle, or three. It was my sister, the man that you see on the screen, and my boy Daddy Kicks, aka Eric Fisher.
I would just like to set the record straight. The freshness in me has all gone away. I am a minimalist, simple, just regular old dad Joe.
You don't taught me how to dress. Straight up. I'm not ashamed to tell people. Yo, like straight up, like I because I was just a t-shirt dude, whatever, jeans and the Jordans. But when I had to start doing the professional wear, the career fairs, the interviews, like I just asked Frito one because I was buying my stuff, like my parents buy they dress clothes. I was going to, hate to be like this, but y'all know what I'm talking about. The suit store in the hood. In the black neighborhood. You know what I'm talking about, man. Frito, you know what I'm talking about.
I like K&Gs.
The KGs.
The D&Ks.
The KBs. Why do our stores always talk like
acronyms? I don't know.
I used to go to KBs. I used to go to KG and DJs. It were always acronyms for black male clothing stores. And like one day Frito was like, "Hey man, I don't know if I wore something that made you pause, but I was like, yeah, I gotta get some more stuff in the interview." Like, "Hey man, why don't you come with me? Why don't you come with me?" And like we wound up in Macy's, and I'm like, "Dude, I don't got Macy's money." He's like, "Dude, do you have clearance Macy's money?" And I'd never clearance shop rack before for professional clothing. I just never had. And like, you showed me. You was like, "Dog, like, just buy something." And then, I don't know if it was you told me this, but the game that was going to buy clothes, then go to Bird and Co factory somewhere who has to tailor and making it tailored up. But like you get like, "Dog, you just need to buy this and then get it tailored." You know what I'm saying? And there was and so like you just put me on game, bro. The legendary mint green blazer that you hurt all our feelings with back in 2004. Yeah, man, good times. This dude had a mint green blazer, spearmint blazer, bro. And he told me it was coming. He told me like, "Yo, I'm gonna kill y'all on Saturday night. Don't be mad at me. I'm gonna kill y'all." This dude came through with the mint green, bro. Like all of us look flawed compared to him. Like all of us. Like he on the elevator and he getting all the girls looking like, "Hey." And then of course he's like, "Clearance rack, baby. Macy's. Paid 40 for this. 40.
Oh my God.
I know you went on a crazy tangent, man. Turn it back over to you, dog.
Yo, man, you are making me relive some memories, but it's always good going down that lane with you, my boy.
No doubt.
I did, we are talking about the Wu-Tang episode, and I did listen to A Cold World, which is
Oh,
the title of the episode that we're going to be reviewing.
awesome.
And this was probably my like first introduction to GZA's Liquid Sword because they had a video out for this. It was a single, but this was not played on the radio.
It was underground.
Yeah, definitely. And the only reason I kind of knew about it was because I think it was one of those, I can't remember if it was like maybe Yo MTV Raps or one of those late night BET shows where they would show it. And I'm just like, yo, what is this? Like, first of all, GZA for me is my number one Wu-Tang lyricist.
Whoa.
Hands down. Hands down. He's my number one. He may not have the showmanship as the others.
Yeah.
But GZA for me, that Liquid Swords album, oh my gosh. Like, he is in my top 5 MCs of all time.
This is new information for me. I'm wow. Okay.
Yeah, because like he was one of the first people, along with Biggie, to like really story tell in a song to just where it was like cinematic. Where I felt like, where I felt like I was watching a movie, dude.
This is a screenplay? I respect that.
Cold World was one of those songs too that kind of exposed me to his type of storytelling that was raw, gritty, and the flow of the first verse where he comes in it's like one long bar,
Yeah, GZA does that. Yeah.
But the thing is, it made sense, for him to do that style. It kind of like just, all right, it was just like one long run-on sentence. That's what it was.
Yeah. I feel you.
But I did it and I loved it, and like I felt like he was one of the embodiments of RZA's gritty style too, as well. Like his voice, I feel like really complemented very well with it, But also, who's on that track too is the Rebel INS, Inspector Deck. And I feel like he is probably one of the most underrated Wu-Tang members.
It's frustrating, bro. Like Dex, his career is just frustrating because, I'll keep real. Some people aren't as big as what they are, and you may be like, yeah, I can see why. I don't think that guy was putting in the work.
Yeah.
Or that guy's a jerk. Or that guy can't make albums. You know what I'm saying? Or like, but Deck always, I felt like he always came through when he was supposed to come through.
Right.
Like, especially on those first 2 Wu tapes. The first 2, like, you're like, okay, I'm gonna put you on our biggest single, Cream. And he kills it. Cool. I'm gonna put you on Bring the Ruckus. I'm gonna just go ahead and kill it. I'm gonna put you on Chess Boxing. Gonna kill it. I'm gonna have you have the first verse on our first single, Protect Your Neck. And hey, I'm gonna kill it. Your name like a neighborhood spider, man. I mean, like it was it did. So he already did it. Like he already did on the first album.
Yeah.
Then
what did he do, Willie, on the second album?
Triumph comes out and he has arguably the greatest intro verse ever.
Yes.
Ever. Not ever. Like anytime someone's like, so what's your favorite intro verse? It's like you let people get to like number 2 or 3 before they say Deck. It's like, oh yeah, I'm like, so I hope Deck is about to get mentioned. Like next, like I'm gonna let you get to 3. There's no way there's 2 better intro verses than Dex. It's just not. No.
Dude, I bomb atomically. Socrates' philosophies and high prophecies can't define it. I'll be dropping these mockeries. Lyrically perform robberies. Come on now.
The lottery, possibly they spotted
me. Man, come on. Oh my God.
No, like how did the other Wu members feel when they heard that? Like I've seen Method and I've seen Method. I've not seen Deck Live, but I've seen Ghost, Ray, and I've seen and Meth Live. And real talk, when Triumph gets played, all 3 times I've seen those people, like individually or together, they're like, yo, you know we gotta play Dex verse. Literally. Like Ghost and Rare performing together, so they end the song, of course, on Triumph. Mm-hmm. And they both played Dex verse, like for the crowd to go with it. And then they did their verses. Same thing with Method Man. Method Man play and then was screaming, y'all know this shit. Like Deck, bro. Deck, man. Yeah, so man, Cold World, bro. I'm gonna re-listen to that when we get off this call. I don't think GZA connected with me at my younger age. Maybe I just wasn't ready. I didn't connect with GZA until like college when we had all this access to music.
Yeah.
Because like I said, I couldn't buy all these albums, and so I bought Method Man, and I bought the Raekwon. So I was like, "What are you gonna buy?" Like, I got so much going on. Because remember that was amongst the first onslaught of the solo albums. It was Tikal, it was Liquid Swords, it was Return to 36 Chambers, the ODB album. I got that too. I actually bought the ODB album too, and it was Built for Cuban Links. And so, you know what I mean? So,
and the thing is, they dropped in like either the same 1 or 2 years or something like
that. Yeah. They were. Yeah, because that was the plan. RZA's plan was that individually, none of them made any money. I think except for RZA, of course, made any money off of 36 Chambers. It was like, yo, the group is, they're going to talk about this later on in the series, of course, but, the group was just to get everybody's buzz so crazy so that the record labels were trying to free agent everybody.
I got you.
So, and Method Man came out first because he was the most commercially appealing artist.
I got you. That's true.
And then it was like, okay, now we got the commercial stuff out of the way. Let's throw in GZA, who's going to be super what he is. Then you throw in the wildness of ODB, who also was sort of commercial, not because he was a commercial rapper, but because he was a marketable guy.
His personality.
And then you throw in Ray and Ghost on Built for Cuban Links, which was a return to some of the more grimy stuff. But because of the personality of Ghost and Ray, it crossed over a little commercially with Ice Cream.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, man, let's talk about it. We haven't even talked about the show yet, man. But
man,
many great things, man.
Yeah, and we can transition very easily because I feel like the grittiness of Cold World, the song, transitioned into the beginning of the episode, you know what I'm saying, with the grittiness of the show. Where you got your boy Divine had to admit that he's quote unquote a crack fan.
That was hard, bro. That was hard to watch. Bro.
And you could see him. He was dealing. He was just like, oh, I'm not one, but I gotta admit one because
Mama got me up here. Yeah, it was crazy because he hit all the points. You know what I'm saying? The whole extended metaphor of I realized I'm the monster, and the victims are my family, and it hurt my relationship with the good Lord and all that. And it was just like he definitely, get his Screen Actors Guild Award for that one. Like he was up there, No, but real talk, man. Like that ain't bad, man. 8 months in rehab, that's light work. 8 months? No. Mm-hmm. That's light work.
You would think
charge.
You would think to get out of jail where you have to risk your life every day so you don't get stabbed and stuff like that,
Bro, I told you, bro, that prison stuff, bro.
You ain't built for it.
Not at all.
I'm not either.
I couldn't do in-school suspension in high school. Nah, bro.
Oh
Quarantine
man.
got me bugging. No.
Solitary confinement.
Crack will never own me again. Yo, but your boy foul. You know what I'm about to say, your boy.
I know. Go ahead. Go
Go
ahead.
ahead. No, you go ahead. That's
Nah,
your boy.
I know he's talking about because first of all, Power was there as well.
That's what I'm saying, your boy. You dirty, son.
He's at the hearing and he's
That's
listening
so
to all
funny.
this.
Yo, but it was that was like an unexpected jewel because Power wasn't even in my frame of thought.
Not at all.
You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking, Bobby might be there, D Love might be there. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Hayes, maybe. But why would he be there? Whatever. Like Power gets I felt like I was in high school when you got the classmate, they got to start reading something and he's having trouble. And then you got that, everybody had that jackass in the class that was going to laugh at people. You know what I'm saying? That's what I felt. I felt like the person's up there reading World History Chapter 5, page 2, and you got your boy in the back. He can't read. Kids are cruel. So, the power. But shout out to Divine for Hey, that's some grown man stuff. So, yeah.
I mean, he did what he needed to do. He had to get out of jail. And if he had to take that charge, I'm not familiar with the legal system and how it affects your life outside of it. But
roughly. Yo, that felony charge, I can't help you. Woo. In black. Nah, it's like we need to have a whole other pod about the ridiculous of our prison and our rehabilitation system. But to get 8 months though, you know what I'm saying, and to be able to say, I will say, I don't know, I think it depends on the industry and the corporation, but he probably may have a easier time saying that. I was on drugs. I was in the wrong community. I got hooked on drugs, and I rehabilitated from that. I'm a better person than I stole drugs. So, no. But still, you got to check that felony box. That's a rough situation.
And he had a rough time with that because you saw, I think later on in the episode, I don't know if this episode, now I may be getting episodes crossed up.
It's okay, even if you are. It's cool.
He has some issues with the kind of like, should I cross this when he was filling out that job application, like that felony? He was just like, dang.
That automatic usually throw in the trash. No, that's wastebasket. Oh, it's a wrap. Shoot, in 89, what was it, 1989, 1990, 1991? Yeah, man.
Oh my God. So man, your boy Divine gets home.
Yeah.
Everybody's happy to see him. Auntie,
yes.
Haven't seen him in a while, but he ain't really digging how Bobby doing things, man.
This was disappointing because Why
was it disappointing? No. Why was it disappointing? Because I got some insight. Why was it disappointing?
All right, so it was like I feel like he has hero syndrome. Like he wants to save the day. And that's more important than the day being saved. Like Bobby and D-Love got a good thing going.
Yeah.
Well, at this time of the episode, they got a good thing going. They got a good thing going. Like they selling tea and dirt weed. They selling Starbucks packs and dirt weed to Wall Street people who don't want to get caught up, who aren't like, even if the weed is bad, it's not like Winthrop is going to come looking for you. What is, you know what I'm saying? Like Winthrop pull up on you, hey man, this is not the Kush that I thought I was ordering. You know, what are you gonna do, Winthrop? You know, what are you gonna do? I mean, all Winthrop can do is call the cops. Now Winthrop can call the cops, so that is always something. But still, like the risk level, ain't nobody blowing up your trap house selling weed on Wall Street. Your life ain't in danger, to that level. So it's like, nah, they got some good, like they actually did an incredible manufacturing thing about being able to lower the product and still keep the same price. Like, it's honestly genius what they've done. But Divine wants to be the hero, and Divine want to be Nino Brown.
Yeah.
Like, it's just sad. It's very sad to see him. Now, the other side of that, Bobby got the audacity to be still doing that and chasing his dream. That's the other thing. I think if they were just doing the weed thing, it'd be one thing, but it ticked Divine off even more that Hayes, that his mother, that the neighborhood, even little Randy, is like, yo, this tape fire. So you got Divine, who's more caught up in his hero, his self-hero is needing to be a hero. And dog, when he was like, yo, I thought we were gonna get a lab. And I'm like, what? Oh, you really wanna cook the coke?
Son, he was like, I'm on some Empire type stuff.
Yo, like anybody who knows anything about the history of kingpins, you know what I'm saying? They don't get out. Or they do, they come back and they're a shell of themselves and realize their whole life. Look up Freeway Ricky Ross, not Rick Ross, the boss, not Rose, but look at the guy who based his life on. Like Rick Ross literally was a legend. Like literally, I mean, he says he's the first. Look, the Frito and Willie show do not, not support drug use, drug manufacturing, drug selling, whatever. All right, but Rick Ross swears he's the first person to put cocaine in the microwave. And he was like huge in the West Coast. Like Snowfall, RIP to John Singleton, but Rick Ross will tell you that Snowfall is literally his story. But, so the real Rick Ross, like he got, locked up and everything, boom, boom, boom. And guess what? This rapper out of Miami takes his name and becomes famous. The real Rick Ross sues him in court. It ends up the judge taking rapper Rick Ross's favor. And it's like Rick Ross, the former drug fiend is like, yo, like I literally did this. I did all of this. Like I did this. I was on the interstate. I was, doing all this great, this nationwide drug trafficking and everything. This guy's a rapper, and he's took my name, my personality. The real 50 Cent is not the real 50 Cent. Curtis Jackson based it off a real gangster in New York called 50 Cent. Like it continues all the time. And it's like, man, like, but no one's feeling sorry for Rick Ross. There's a documentary, I think it's on Netflix. And he's like, oh, woe is me. Do you know what it feels like to have your identity taken? It like, I was sitting watching this like, I care zero about this. Zero. You ruin lives. No one cares. To that level, like, yo, I got his book on Audible and everything, and like, because it intersects a lot of what was going on in hip hop at that time, and how many rappers literally were trying to hang out with him to get, just to put in their rhyme, and everything. But nobody feels sorry for a drug kingpin. Who wants that? Like, I find it just hilarious. Like whatever. But yeah, man, he's jealous. I'll turn it back over to you.
I think what you said was on point by the hero complex. I was thinking about it more as an ego trip.
That too.
Because he wanted to save the day, so that goes in line with your hero complex. He wanted to be the one. He wanted to be the man in these streets,
with an old school Chevy, the drop top. Jeezy, bro. It always comes back to Jeezy.
And the disdain he just had for just Dennis and Bobby, just like because of you two.
Oh, like they should have jumped him. Like it was sort of weird. Like they like does he think they're their daddy? Like they should have just beat him up. Like what brothers do. Like they should have just beat him up.
Oh, come on now. You know he's taking over that daddy role. Like that was
nah, but he needs to get touched up. He should have got touched up then. Though Bobby did lay the verbal, the ooh. You remember the ooh moment? Don't you got a curfew?
Oh yes!
Yo, I was like, I've seen this episode like 3 times, but I watched it again, for this, and I still was like, ooh. I forgot it was coming. I forgot again it was coming.
Yo,
don't you got a curfew?
Bobby has been stepping up to Divine a little bit more, man.
He needed to just touch him up. He and D-Love could touch him up. Not Bobby by himself. Bobby, don't get your butt whooped by yourself. Nah. But D-Love and you can touch him up. Just touch him up real quick. Y'all in the basement too? Just touch him up.
I don't think he wants his equipment to get messed up. You know what I'm saying? So.
Oh, you're right. You need to find a different situation to touch. You know what? Divine might come back and wreck the equipment. You're right. Divine petty. You never mind. Divine would totally mess up the equipment. And mama would be like, y'all, why y'all doing this in my house?
Oh my gosh. Yo. But another thing that took me back with this episode, man.
Okay.
The distribution of music. Like how folks
tapes.
Like, dude, this really took me back to like our college days where you and Eric would be my music connects. And like I remember I was just like, yo, man, I'll just go to you, man, just like, yo, just hook me up, man. And you would just give me just like some CDs. But the thing is, too, my car could play like an MP3. So sometimes you put like 100 songs.
Like 6 albums on the CD. Stuff you didn't even ask for. This the Joel Santana mixtape? Why is this? The best of Luther Vandross? What's going on? Yo, I took my mixtapes seriously, dog. I took my mixtapes, like, let me get 18 tracks on it. I took those joints seriously, bro.
Oh my
I thought I really was out here. Yo, I'd be on the blogs, dog. Like, remember when, they wouldn't even call them blogs. I think we'll still call them message boards. But, like, what, someone put Jay-Z and Nas on the same song? Over the Juvenile Hobby? Yes, I put that on the mixtape.
Oh my God.
Y'all be like, where you got him? Yo, dog, I'm out here. Yeah, man. Yeah, bro.
Oh my God.
No, you're right though. When you talk more about that distribution of the tapes.
Yeah, because it was the anticipation because like you said, like folks really didn't have the means like we do for streaming and just immediate access to music like that. And plus, growing up, I ain't had no cheese like that to be buying albums all the time. I had no loot like that. So when you did get your hands on some hotness, on some fire, first of all, you geek up, you excited. Yeah. You like, I'm gonna go into my room. I'm gonna just like zone out to this. I'm gonna be like, yo, have you heard such and such? You need to get up on it. For real.
Same delight in a honey bun. Same delight in a honey bun and the tape. You good.
You know? Cause I remember in high school, dog, like, you know how you have them few cats who have a little bit more resources than you.
Of course.
And so, back in high school, the new thing for like the real technologically advanced was cats with burners, with CD burners.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know? So I remember my homeboy, you know what I mean, be selling the CD for $5. You know what I'm saying? And that's how
Yeah,
I got my hand on Cal 2000. Was,
yeah.
you know, you just like, yo, I got you. You know what I'm saying? May take about a week, but
Yo, so look,
what's up?
I can say this. This person don't work for the. I'm not gonna say his name. He don't work for the institution anymore. He's long retired. So look, I was the cadet, but look, I was taking technology class, and they had a CD burner. I be up in there chopping. Yo, I'm not gonna say his name, but the teacher, I was a good student, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, one day I was like, "Hey, Mr. Blank, I see you got a CD burner." And he just was like, "Yeah," because he was using it to, do other stuff with it. And I was like, "Yo, like, can I use it?" And he was like, "For what?" I think I said something. He was like, "Okay." It took an hour to burn one of them joints, dog. A whole hour. So you gotta understand, like, I'm in class, like you said, a week, like to make 5 tapes, it would take 5 class periods. So like I would have to come in class, like legit run to the computer and get it together and then like attend class.
Right.
And then like, I think a couple of times like I caught up after work, after class. I was like in band. I was in band, I was in math league, I was in newspaper. So like, like I would like wait for the bell to ring and run to his classroom, and I would hope he's like, oh, I'm gonna stay here an hour to do my lesson plans. Or he coached one of the athletic teams. I think they won the JV teams. So like, I'll be like, yo, can you keep your door unlocked? Cause he had like expensive stuff in there. So he's a technology room. He like, Willie, man. I'm like, no, man, I just, you know what I'm saying? I wonder, does he know what I was doing? But anyway, I was a good kid, so he was like, whatever. Yo, I definitely was up in there.
But the question I have for you, were you
I wasn't selling them though.
Like, were you dubbing from another CD or were you
Yeah. So that's what happened. Like somebody got the new Goody Mob CD. And it'd be like, yo, like I can't afford the Goody Mob CD because I just had to buy the Outkast and the Busta Rhymes CD. Like, come on, you know what I'm saying? Right. So that one person would have the Goody Mob CD or whatnot, and then you get a stack of the Memorexes. You get the 5-pack. So I live in a town that didn't have a Walmart, so I had to get the Memorex from like General Dollar's Family Dollar. And they didn't even come we didn't have the high spindle. Do you remember when they used to come like the 5-pack?
Yes, I do.
No, yep. So it was like overpriced, right? So they're like, you get the spindle, they're like a quarter a piece. I was paying like $1.50, for the 5-pack.
Yeah.
But still, like I was like, crap, I gotta get $5 together, get $5 from the Family Dollar store, come with those Memorexes, and then be like, yeah, man. It was crazy. An hour to burn a CD, y'all. Like an hour, easy hour, probably longer than that. But yeah, man, like that's how it was, bro. Like, yeah, man. So yeah, it was a flashback to see everybody dubbing the tapes and how like, yo, take this. And like I'm sort of jealous of that because in the rural town, that wasn't our scene. Like, we're not from New York, you know what I'm saying? So to hear people talk about the Rob G tapes or the Kid Capri tapes or the Funk Flex tapes or the Clue tapes, like that had to be just a crazy time for that. Like I know the mixtape is not the same anymore because of streaming, because anybody, but yeah, man, college, that was a big deal to be able to and some people were just really good at it. I think I was okay.
Yeah.
I know I used to continuously have to make mixtapes for CP, and I actually call them the Riding High series. You know what I'm saying? It was like Riding High Volume 1, Riding High Volume 2. Then I made like a slow jam one. It was called Riding Low. I thought I was doing some things, bro. I really thought I was, man.
Yeah, it definitely took me back, man. And I loved it, and yeah, I know it's beautiful now that we have all this access to streaming, but it definitely takes out the the specialness of
the anticipation.
Yes, the anticipation.
Just
That's a good word
anticipation
for it.
of knowing that, like, because like I said, we know we understand this behavior is not legal now, but like I know what it feels like to literally be in class, see one of your homeboys on the set, and they go, "Yo, what's up? Love Below just posted," and now you got to go run. You know, of course, we both still bought the original CD. And in fact, days, I'll be real with you, I didn't even get it because the anticipation so high for the album that like everybody was like, oh, it's on Stank on, you know, I'm on speaker box, Love Below is posted. You and I still drove around trying to find the real CD. Like we had that much respect for what was going on. But
yeah,
I know that felt like for somebody to scream. But it was also great because they're artists that we were on too early. Like we had T.I. I'm Serious.
You put me on that. You put me on T.I.
I was telling everybody T.I. was gonna be huge, but the first album didn't break mainstream. Like, I was like, this guy's gonna be great. But would I have listened to it if I didn't get that? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. But I'm on Getting I'm Serious. It's like, why aren't people going nuts about this? Like, this guy is ridiculous. And so there were definitely negatives about it. You know what I'm saying? I respect any artist who had a problem with. I really do now, you know, growing up. Mm-hmm. But like, yeah, I'm Serious is a perfect example of how I think that helped his career, because if you had that album, you knew he was gonna be big.
Like, I remember you telling me about this dude named T.I.P. who's claiming he's the king of the South. And I'm just like, king of the South? How you king of the South when nobody ever heard of this dude, man? But you was hyping him up, man. You was hyping him up big time. And
I was a fan quickly, like super quickly, because, you know, when I know that reel when it puts on, like, you know, same thing with Jeezy and Trap or Die. Like, yeah, when you get that reel, you like, oh, this is it. This is what we need to be paying attention to. So yeah, shout out to Tip. Main man Tip, man.
Most deaf. So, you know, that was a great feeling that the Wu Saga series put into me and stuff like that. So I love that. Love it. I do wonder, did we know before this episode that Devon had a girlfriend?
Yeah. You probably just don't remember because her hair changed. But remember early in the episode when he went in there and the girl had the safe?
Yeah.
That's her. Yeah, that's her.
That's right.
I think they never sort of made it look like she was just like the safe house a little bit.
Right.
They never really made like it was a relationship. But yeah, I get what you're saying. I guess watching it makes it like, oh, they're a relationship. This ain't just a business relationship. So
yeah, you know, that makes
and her hair changed.
It did. Yeah. All right. That makes much more sense now. You know, I'm not going to lie with this one. This automatically takes me to my LVP, man.
I think I know where you're going. So let's go ahead. Just go ahead and do it. Just go ahead and do it, dog.
That damn aunt, man.
Auntie Laurie, man. Auntie Laurie.
Because you got to understand, like, when my demise is at my own hands, okay, cool. I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Put it on me. But when my demise comes at the hand of somebody else,
it hurts, bro. Somebody else that you love, somebody else that should be in your corner, that does hurt.
You know? And you know what? She put a bad rap for all the single aunties out there, because I know some awesome aunties out there who
super aunties. aunties be out here saving lives, bro. Ain't nothing like an auntie. I got my first Spider-Man action figure from an auntie, son. Still remember that. You know, I got my first high top Nikes from an auntie. Christmas 1991. And these came through with the all black. Then they were Nike Airs, and they had the air bubble in them. Dog, all black high tops with the Nike Air. I thought I was about to dunk on somebody that day. Opened up the box, and she sent it in the mail because she used to live in New York at the time. So she sent it through the mail, son.
Yeah.
I had no idea. I felt like, oh my God, these. That's when I was so young. I thought every high top shoe was a Jordan. Like, these Jordans. They were, right? But still, they were like super high quality Nike Airs. And like, yeah, man. Shout out to Auntie. Yeah. And Lori, trash, bro. Speak on it.
He is, man. Like,
trash.
And, you know, there was some foreshadowing because, you know, the moms had already said, like, yo, you know, you don't crap where you live at and stuff like that. You're just like, oh, snap. What that mean? I thought it was about the relationship that she was trying to have with old boy.
Me too. The numbers thing didn't even cross my mind.
Nah, not at all. Not at all.
Didn't even cross my mind.
You know, and then though, when she like said like, yeah, I hit the numbers and stuff like that and got everybody all these gifts, you're like, that's very lucky.
At the Rib Shack. At the Rib Shack.
At the Rib Shack. Like, that's very lucky, you know.
There are kids involved, bro. Like, how do you? But yo, like, there are people like this, bro. There are certain people out there. They just the survival, like, quotient is so high that they just don't see other people as people. They see as steps for advantage or disadvantage or nothing at all.
Yeah.
And that's how she saw her sister and her family. And she tried to make it better by coming through with the Atari and the Broadway tickets.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But like, she put everybody's life in severe danger. So I didn't know. So look, I was told because I'm like, Larry's a gangster. That was a very weird moment when I realized what was happening. Like, I you know, like, even like the numbers thing, like, oh, they play numbers at the Rib Shack. It still didn't connect with me that this is, of course, numbers is an illegal lottery system. So yeah, like, you know, that's a serious situation. Like, you hit the number and you playing at the Rib Shack, that means the Rib Shack about to lose money. So yeah, I get it, but it didn't connect the dots that a real serious situation was about to happen until the freaking mod squad showed up. That was a very painful scene for me.
Why was that?
Man, so to keep it real, like, this has been a little bit of escapism for me, this show. And because you're like, oh, it's a black cast, it's freaking Wu-Tang. You know, racism is prevalent in every part of society, but I wasn't prepared for that to happen.
Yeah.
So when they play, that's a real song, by the way. It's actually based off Strangers in the Night. But, you know, this is trash ass comedian. I'm not even gonna say his name because damn him. But he made a career in the 70s and 80s by doing what I think he called what was his term? But pretty much it's like obscene comedy. And apparently obscene, you know, racism fits into the obscene comedy category. So he did do this. Like, he did go around performing these songs like Niggas in the Night and to applause and all types of stuff. I even listened to a recording of it after and I was like, this can't be real. And I was like, wow, this dude like legit made a career off of this. You know, doing these parody songs, but this isn't parody, you know what I'm saying? This is freaking racism. So yeah, like, to see that happen and Devon not be there coincidentally, D-Love not be there coincidentally. You know, it's a TV show. But there was a part of me that was like, am I supposed to be scared of these two dudes? Like, it was sort of weird, like, but also just lets you know, like how much, cause like they're involved in gangster stuff, like Devon, Shaw, D-Love, even Bobby. they're all involved in some real stuff, like people apartments getting shot up and stuff. So it was just weird. And I think this is always a weird element for me, even in real street stuff, where it's like, damn, like we're okay attacking each other so freely. It's two old dudes just came in your house in front of your sister and your little brother and threatened all y'all lives. And it's like, we got to get the money. It's like, as a part of it, it's like, no, we just need to kill these two. Like somebody need to make a move. The Frito and Willie show do not support murder, assault, or anything like that. But you know what I'm saying? Like, if you about that life, are you about that life? Like, it was just weird. It like, are these really mob dudes? I mean, are these just dudes who run the rib shack? Like, it was a little this part was a little frustrating for me.
And that's where I probably don't understand the dynamics, you know. No. And maybe it just shows how much of a hierarchy there is in the criminal world. Maybe where mob culture is just known, like, you do not mess with
them.
You know, and that may have been the cause for them, you know, where it's kind of like, all right, they may be connected to the mob somehow, some way. We don't know. Where like, yeah, I see these dudes on the regular where they possibly could get at me, but these folks are on a whole nother level where they could probably wipe out my whole family and I don't
Yeah.
So
and of course you and I are not the authorities on that type of situation. So yeah. So I'm assuming. So what I'm saying is they probably did the right thing. It just was like, what is going on? Like, why y'all killing these two dudes? Yeah, but Aunt Laurie, man, trash. But something also. So since you just did your LVP, I'm gonna throw my LVP in there right now too.
Who's that?
Someone who is equally responsible for what happened in this episode is Devon. Do you catch when Devon went to go visit Hayes to get a new supply? Hayes goes, "Do you need some money?" And Hayes says, "No." I flipped over. I'm like, that's all you had to do. Hayes would have, if Hayes would have known that his family was in danger from the mob, you think Hayes would have asked for that money back?
That's a good point.
That's not Hayes.
That's a good point.
Hayes would have been like, oh, your mom's in danger, your little sister, your little brother's in danger, your little brothers are in danger. How much you need? And let's just keep it real here. Like, this is the numbers. I bet the pot was like $2,000 or something, $4,000. Like, that's nothing for Hayes. So, like, that's why Devon, nobody went from MVP to LVP quicker, because in the start of the episode, I'm like, well, Devon got MVP sold up. You know, he got it sold up. Like, this episode's done. And then, like, that moment killed it for me with Devon. Like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get back on the Devon train.
Yeah, I got you.
Because that was a very quick little thing that happened. It wasn't blown up, but it was something very, very quick that I was like, yo, that's crazy.
You realize that's the whole premise behind Breaking Bad, right? You know.
What do you mean?
Have you seen Breaking Bad before?
Of course I have. It's my favorite. I'm just trying to make sure we're on the same. But that's my second favorite series of all time.
At the very beginning, when he found out that he had cancer, they had the rich friend. Well, the rich friend was like, "Yo, what you need, dog? I got you." And because Walter did not want to do it,
because he felt those people owed him anyway.
Yes.
Similar to Devon and Hayes, like, yo, I've been selling for you. You should just give me a brick. Wow. Frito, that's pretty incredible. That is incredible parallelism.
You know, and really, that was the whole premise behind Breaking Bad. That got him on making drugs.
Law, and the thing about this, and it started similar to Devon. Wow, you really kicking some parallelism. Similar to Devon, it's actually completely parallel, because Walter, after he found out that the cancer was done, he could have gone back to teaching school the next day. But he enjoyed being Heisenberg and enjoyed being Devon. They don't really need the money. They selling tea leaves and dirt weed. And Bobby is on the brink of being successful in music. That is a big deal getting your, so for people y'all understand, like record stores, it was a big deal to have your song played in the local record store. Like I know local MCs, you know what I'm saying? Like even like local Atlanta MC, it was a big deal to go to the record store. Are they playing Pastor Troy in the record store? Like, because I remember when Pastor Troy was super underground. It was like, dang, like they playing, because that automatically means the people in the record store gonna be like, what is that?
Mm-hmm.
That means the record store has made a decision that you can bring them profit, and that turns into a mutual relationship. So like the fact that, did you catch the albums that were on the wall in the record store?
No, I did not. What'd you see, man?
Vanilla Ice was up there to the extreme. And that's why when Bobby's like, yo, that real shit, that's what we need to do. We put that real shit on your wall. And then, the Jamaican owner goes, I got to sell sugar to sell the pie. I need sugar to sell the pie. And so you look on the back wall and there's like Vanilla Ice to the extreme right there.
That's a great
It's
catch.
like 91. So it's just like 91. But like, wow. Because, you and I was telling some students this week. Do you remember when hip hop would not get played on the radio until at like 6 o'clock p.m.? like I don't know how Miami radio was, but in Georgia, the Atlanta radio stations literally, like you did not drive to school in the morning and heard hip hop unless it was Hammer. That's it. You know what I'm saying? And like, but now, like you weren't hearing Ice Cube or Outkast even. I'm from Georgia. Like you weren't hearing that. Then at 6 o'clock was a big deal because Greg Street or whoever the main thing was like Greg Street. It was like, that's why 6 o'clock was a big deal.
Yeah.
It was like 6 o'clock. All right, it's after work hours when people were at work, like we can start playing hip hop. So like it was real, like what RZA was saying, like, yo, like wait till we get our stuff out. Wait till that real shit is able to be accepted. So that was big, man. The yellow tapes too, did you catch that? Yellow and black tapes. They're gonna be like Killer Bees in the hood. Yeah, that was cool. Shogun's dope, man. Shogun's dope.
I bet. Cool. Now let's roll into the MVPs,
All right.
So for me, because it was going down memory lane, it's the tapes, man. It was the distribution of the tapes. That just took me down to a different place where I truly had music as my identity. And it was just so in short supply that to get somebody's mixtape or to even get a copy of something, it was like a prized possession, dog. And when you got that fire too, it just took it to a whole nother level. It was just kind of like, this is what I was waiting for. Thank you for blessing me with this gold. You know what I mean? So that's MVP for me. What you got, my dude?
Very related. So I'm going to do a very surprising MVP because we have not mentioned this person this much, but it's because I was saving it.
Okay.
The MVP of the episode is D-Love. All right, so I'm going to tell you why.
Go ahead.
All right, so just real quick. His reaction to Shogun's tape was the most realistic thing in his episode. Because, like, Bobby's like, yo, I made a tape for Shogun, and D-Love was like, oh, y'all listen to it. This man comes home, it's like Killer Hill, Killer Hill got the hype shit. He's like, what is wrong with? He's dissing us. He's talking about his hood. Like, this is not cool, Bobby. Like, how you gonna produce for the rival? Like, what is wrong with you? Like, why would you think this is cool? And the fact that D-Love, first of all, he lets Bobby know that this is whack. Like, why would you do that? But then he goes and makes his own tape, which may actually be better than the Killer Hill joint. Because that Mr. Nice Guy was dope. It was one of the first times I think I saw a little bit of Ghost. And I know that you and I have been going back and forth. It was like, he doesn't seem ghost. It doesn't seem ghostish. And it felt a little ghostish on that because Ghost, like his temperament about disrespect and everything. And So like it was, so the fact he would have got his old tape, and he's in the shower with I just really loved all that. I really loved that because I want to see more of that from Ghost. So, but then the fact that he's in the record store and everything, and he's hearing his own stuff. But the reason why he is MVP, straight up, he's loyal, man. He's ticked off at Bobby. He's ticked off.
Yeah.
Bobby comes to the record store and says, "My mom's in trouble. Forget what we got going through."
Yeah. That's real.
So to me, I was like, it's honestly like the opposite of the two LVPs we focused on.
Yeah.
Which were Laurie and Divine, who are so caught up in themselves, at different variable degrees. But like D-Love got all the right to be ticked off, and he's still going through the stuff with Cherie and all that, which we didn't talk about because I just don't care. But still, I mean, it's still like so he's ticked off at the brother, he's ticked off at the sister, but he's like, oh, still y'all family in trouble? What can I do to help?
Yeah.
So shout out to D-Love, man.
I mean, that's been one of the characteristics that has maintained the same for him. Because he's taking care of his mom, he's taking care of his two handicapped brothers and stuff like that. So there's a heart in there. And you can kind of see, as I'm getting off my uncle, granddad porch, why somebody will fall for the dude. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. You know what? I think I said the earlier episode we would not be friends, but he'd just be the friend I had to keep at a distance, We'd have to meet up in neutral locations. Like, I'm not hanging out with you on the block. But if you want to come by my house and play video games, and don't bring anybody with you or anything with you, yeah, shout out to D-Love.
Yo, but I forgot to mention.
What's up?
One of I felt like was like a crucial part of this episode.
Okay.
You remember Shy?
Yes.
When he's riding in his car trying to holler at the chick. And he's thinking in his mind, I'm moving up in the dope boy game.
I got the cherry. Oh, son.
I got my chain on. I got my Kango. Yo, I'm flossing right now. So right now you should be all over me. And he's pulling up to the chick. And she was like, nah, but you ain't on no tape though.
What you listen to? Killer Hill. What else would I be listening to? Women will hurt your feelings, bro.
They will, but you know what? You already starting to see the gears switching his head. Like, okay, if I'm gonna get these breezies, these broads, I'm gonna have to transition to the rap game.
So this also was a sad moment for me.
Why is that?
And look, we're both married men. We're both happily married. We love our wives. So but I think it just brings back to how much we do stuff for women.
Yes, I thought the same thing. Yes.
Like the polo rugbies, the cherry beamer, the gold chains. All of that is to impress women, bro. Like, real talk. I think it was Chris Rock who said it. If it was somebody else, I apologize. I think Chris Rock said it if there were no women, men would live out of boxes and be happy. It'd be like a box and a TV. We would just be living life. We do not need cars or nice houses or nice clothes. It is almost literally to impress women. I was like, that is crazy. That's crazy.
Oh my God.
Even women buy that stuff to impress other women. We do not care about cut your nails like that. Like, you know, it wouldn't look nice, but like when we have all the crazy stuff, like no dudes being like, yo, it's just not happening.
Nice.
There's other women. It's just crazy, bro. It's crazy, man. That's what got to me. I was like, yo, like he really heated right now. Like he really heated. You have a nice car. Be happy with your nice car, your nice chain. You're nice. You got the gold grill. Like you living life. This one woman messing up your whole day. Just go to another street. Maybe go to another part of town. You're in New York City. You don't gotta hang out in Staten Island. You got a Beamer. Maybe you should go to Queens. Maybe you should go to East Rutherford, New Jersey. I don't know, but like, it's crazy. Yeah, man. They got all the power, bro. They got all the power.
Oh man. Oh gosh. All right. Yo, I think we've covered this episode. I want to say thank you to all the listeners out there.
Yeah.
Appreciate you. Please subscribe, like, follow us on all social media channels. You know, we on Instagram, Facebook, we on YouTube. You know, we're on all that jazz. We appreciate you listening, commenting. Thank you so much. And we want to say peace.
All right, man.